Hello there, Oklahoma fans. This is OG Fillmore Slim coming to you live from California in his Wall of Fame Museum. I got a story to tell you. And this story is about D.C. Mena, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I first met D.C. Mena in Oakland, California. He was a blues man and I was a blues man. And it was at the home of the West Coast Blues, Eli Mile High. So D.C. was playing there and I was playing there. So as the years went by after that, I get a call from Oklahoma. I didn't know who was calling. And somebody say, Slim? I said, yeah, hello. He said, this is D.C. Mena. Remember we met Eli's Mile High in Oakland, California. I said, oh yeah, D.C., what's going on, man? What's happening? He said, I want you to come down here and play my blues festival. I said, your blues festival? He said, yeah. See, I got a blues festival going on in Rennieville, Oklahoma. He said, I want you to come down here and play it. I was so excited, you know. I caught the Greyhound bus. And I packed my guitar up and I headed to Rennieville. Now, as I was traveling on this bus stopped about 70 miles in Oklahoma, 70 miles from Rennieville. And when this bus stopped, this bus station was a tire place and a gas station. So the bus let me off right there, and I'm sitting there on the bus, and the place was getting ready to close up. It's getting late in the evening. So the proprietor of the place say, sir, he say, is somebody gonna pick you up? And I say, yes. I say, I'm gonna play the Dusk Til Blues Festival. So I kept calling D.C. Mena and Shelby Mena, and they were so busy, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't get through to them, you know. So the Blues Angels touched me on the shoulder, and they say, what's up? This guy said, what's up, man? Sitting there with the guitar. I said, where you going? I said, I'm going to the Dusk Til Blues Festival. He said, I said, I'm waiting on them to come pick me up, but they're so busy down there, the phone just ringing, you know. He said, well, you're lucky. He said, we are going to the Blues Festival. He said, jump in the car. So he put me in the car. He drove me to 70 miles to the Dusk Til Blues Festival. And when D.C. seen me, he welcomed me with open arms. He said, oh, Fillmore, I'm so glad you made it, man. We're gonna have fun. You know, and I seen all these people, you know, I'd never seen a festival like this before. So he said, well, everybody else is put up in the motel, but you my friend, my special friend, and you gonna stay with me on the ground. So he put me up there, and that night, that evening, you know, I played that blues festival. Now, I didn't know it was Dusk Til. We started at 5 o'clock in the evening, and we played till 5 the next morning. All the artists was on this festival. And they had peanuts, roasted peanuts, they had watermelon, and they had the apple dipping thing, you know, where they blindfold you, and you stick your mouth in the water, cold water, and try to pull the apple out. Well, they had games, folks, but they had people came from miles and miles around, you know. People were sleeping in sleeping bags. This was the biggest festival I ever played for the first time. And people was happy, you know. You play outside, and when nighttime come, you played inside. All the artists came inside and played inside, you know. And then after you played inside, you played around on the back porch. I mean, they had little stages everywhere, you know. And I told my friend DC, I said, man, I'm so glad you brought me here. Because I met artists there like Little Johnny Taylor, you know, all kind of people, Lottie Moore, you know, and my first time being there. And I was overwhelmed. And they treated me right, you know, they paid me good. And we've been a love family ever since, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to know, when this epidemic is over, I'll be back playing that blues festival in person. And I want y'all to look for me, because they're going to bring me back. And I love playing. And Shelby is carrying on. And my hat's off to Shelby, and she is my friend. And she keeps this festival going in the name of her husband, late husband, DC Manor. And ever since then, Shelby would call me and put me on the festival. Okay, and I'm grateful for that, you know. And I just enjoy coming down there. You know, I played all over the world, but it's nothing like Dusk Til. The people are friendly. I remember I went to the liquor store, and the man got me some beer, and the man said, where you from? I said, I'm from California, but I come here to play the blues festival. He said, well, there's no charge. If you playing the blues festival, no charge. That's how friendly the people was there. And DC Manor, may you rest in peace. I love me some DC. He will always be a friend of mine. I love me some DC. People, he would always be a friend of mine. I want you to rest in peace, my brother, and carry on down the line. And one more thing about DC Manor, y'all. Manor. DC Manor put blues in the school. Yeah, they love DC Manor in Oklahoma. Tulsa, Chakota, Rennieville, they love him. And I love him too. And I know he's up there in the sky carrying on the blues. And I'm more than grateful to speak on DC Manor and his wife Shelby Manor. They treat me like a king. Rest in peace, DC Manor. Bless you, son. Fillmore Slim.